Smile 2 Full Movie Story. Smile 2 is a supernatural psychological horror movie directed by Parker Finn. The story follows famous pop singer Sky Riley, played by Naomi Scott, as she becomes the next victim of the terrifying Smile entity. The movie begins shortly after the events of the first Smile film. Former police officer Joel, who is already cursed by the evil entity, tries to pass the curse to criminals by forcing one person to witness a murder. However, things go horribly wrong during a violent shootout. A frightened drug dealer named Lewis accidentally witnesses the brutal deaths, causing the curse to transfer to him instead. Joel attempts to escape, but is suddenly killed in a terrible truck accident. Meanwhile, world-famous pop star Sky Riley is preparing for a massive comeback tour after surviving a tragic car crash that killed her boyfriend, Paul Hudson. Sky has been struggling with addiction, guilt, emotional trauma, and pressure from media. Her controlling mother and manager, Elizabeth, constantly watches over her life and career. Even though Sky appears confident in public, inside she feels broken and haunted by her painful past. One day, while suffering from severe back pain during dance rehearsals, Sky secretly visits Lewis to buy painkillers. But when she arrives at his apartment, she finds him acting terrified and mentally unstable. Lewis suddenly begins smiling unnaturally while screaming at invisible horrors around him. In front of Sky, he violently smashes his own face with a heavy weight and dies. Terrified and traumatized, Sky runs away without calling the police. At that moment, the Smile curse transfers to her.
Soon after, strange and horrifying things begin happening. Sky starts seeing smiling strangers everywhere. People suddenly grin at her with terrifying expressions. She experiences disturbing hallucinations, nightmares, and violent visions. Sometimes she cannot tell what is real anymore. The entity slowly attacks her mind by using her deepest fears, guilt, and emotional pain against her. As the pressure of fame increases, Sky's mental state becomes worse. During a public charity event, she humiliates herself after hallucinating her dead boyfriend smiling at her. The media begins questioning her stability, and fans worry about her strange behavior. At the same time, Sky reconnects with her former best friend Gemma, hoping to find emotional support. Later, Sky receives mysterious messages from an unknown man named Morris. Morris explains that his brother also died from the Smile curse, and he has spent years studying the entity. According to him, the demon feeds on trauma and passes from victim to victim through horrifying suicides witnessed by others. Morris believes the only way to stop the curse is for Sky to temporarily die and then be revived before the entity fully takes control. But before they can carry out the plan, the Smile entity completely invades Sky's mind. She begins losing control of reality. Her dancers suddenly attack her with terrifying smiles. She sees disturbing visions of her mother dying. She remembers the truth about the accident that killed Paul. During an argument, Sky intentionally grabbed the steering wheel, causing the deadly crash. Her guilt becomes the perfect weapon for the entity. In desperation, Sky escapes and tries to meet Morris at an abandoned building. Morris prepares to stop her heart temporarily to destroy the parasite-like entity. However, just before the plan succeeds, the demon traps Sky inside terrifying hallucinations. She realizes that much of what she recently experienced was not even real. The entity has fully broken her mind. The final scene is horrifying. Sky suddenly appears on stage during the opening night of her huge concert tour in front of thousands of screaming fans. She sees a horrifying, smiling version of herself. The monstrous Smile entity crawls into her body, fully possessing her. Completely controlled by the demon, Sky grabs a microphone and brutally kills herself on stage, while thousands of people watch in shock and terror. The movie ends with the horrifying realization that the curse may now spread to countless new victims because the suicide was witnessed by an entire audience. The Smile entity has become stronger than ever, leaving the future terrifyingly uncertain. Moral of the movie shows how trauma, guilt, addiction, fame, and mental pressure can destroy a person from the inside. It also highlights how people often hide emotional pain behind fake smiles, while silently suffering alone.